Welcome to Searching Databases. Which database is best? There are thousands of research databases on the market, and the library has purchased a range of them based on the content closely matching the needs of our range of courses. This tutorial will give you an overview of the different types of databases and how to access them. Databases are one of the tools you will use during your study, and like any tool, you need to know how to use it to achieve good results. As I said, there are many different databases, and the content of each of them varies greatly. They draw on their content from different sources. Some provide full text articles, some may only provide abstracts or what we call a summary of articles, and some provide both. So understanding the differences will help you know which to use depending on what you want to find. Firstly, let's understand what we mean when we talk about databases. Typically, we'll refer to EBSCO database or ProQuest database. These are terms you might hear through your studies. But these are the provider names, and are actually the platforms that host a collection of individual databases. So for example, EBSCOhost is the name of the database provider, but in actual fact it contains 18 different databases in various subject areas. So you need to choose the right database for your needs. These are only some of the databases that I'm going to show you here today that are available, but there are many more that you can access via the library. So there are various, most databases come in with a subject focus. So for example, some business databases that we have are Business Source Ultimate, which is provided by EBSCO, ABI Inform, which is provided by ProQuest, Business Economics and Theory, which is provided by Gale. And there are many others depending on your subject area. So depending on your course, you may wish to choose a specific database rather than searching generally over a broad mix of different databases. These are what we commonly known as literature databases, and it's the main source that you will find scholarly journal articles within. There are many other types of databases beside literature databases. For example, we also have IBISWorld, which is a database that contains only market research reports, so no journal articles as such. Another one in the health area is eMIMS, which contains drug and other therapeutic information. And we also have ebook databases, and we have several there listed on the bottom there. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we're only going to be looking at literature databases. To learn about the other specialised database resources, you can check out our Databases Specialised tutorial page. So how do we access databases? This can be a little bit confusing for students who are new to research. There are several ways you can access database content, and you may use different ways depending on your study level and what you want to achieve for your assignment. So firstly, the most important thing to know is that only authorised users, and that's you because you're a student of Laureate, can access library databases. You must access them via our library page or via the Blackboard links that are provided in your class. And when you do try to access them, you will need to use your student login to access them. So you can access them via the catalogue. So all of our catalogue all of the databases are integrated into the library catalogue, so you can view the library catalogue as a kind of umbrella search tool, and you will find journal articles in there, and you can click on the link and it will take you to the provider page to access the articles. Or you can go and search directly via the provider, or you can choose to individually access a particular database that you know or prefer to use depending on your needs. So we're going to take a look at these in more detail. So as I said, databases are integrated into the library catalogue, and this means that information in them can be searched in a normal catalogue search, and it will link you out to the provider database. When would you use this type of approach? When you're doing a basic search, when you don't particularly care where the article comes from, and you just want to, get started. It's a quick and efficient way of doing it. And however, your search results will be quite broad. So you may be looking for a business focused article, but searching the catalogue, you may be searching all kinds of different databases that are not in your subject area. So you may get a lot of information that you don't particularly, that isn't highly focused on what you need. So let's have a look at that in action. So for a library search, you simply type in your search term from the library website. So we're looking at social media recruitment in this particular search, and you can see there that you get a list of results. Best place to search, firstly, limit it to Laureate Education on the left hand side there. And then of course we're looking for articles, so just moving down in the left hand column again to format and select articles, and that will make sure that everything in your search results is a journal article, and most of these will link out into the provider. So you can see there I found an article which I think might be useful, and you can see there you can access the full text online from one of those links. It may be in several different databases, and so you might have a choice of databases to link out to, but you can make that choice or as you go. And this one links out to, you can see there, Emerald, and I simply click on the PDF, and that takes me to the full text of the article. And that's as simple as it is. Let's now look at accessing directly via the provider. So you can access simply by finding the particular database in our database A to Z list, which is on the front page of the library website, and selecting it from an A to Z list. Once you've selected it, you can start searching. When would you use this type of approach? When you know the particular database that you want to search, and your search results will be able to be refined easily using the database inbuilt functions. So we'll take a look at that for a bit more detail. So you can see here we're on the front page of the library website, and we simply go to the quick links, and there's a database A to Z link there, and that takes you to a complete list of all our literature databases. And I know I want to go and use EBSCO, so I select that from the E listing, and you can see all the many databases within EBSCO. So they're all ticked, and so I can select continue and move directly into the searching of the provider platform. And you can see you can simply search, put your keywords in the search term there. You're actually searching all the databases within EBSCO here, and you can see a full list of them there. So right across many different databases. We are conducting our search here. And you can see there that we go down to the left-hand menu, similar to the catalogue, and select academic journals because that's what I'm looking for. I could also select scholarly journals because that would give a similar result. And I found my article there that looks like it might be useful for my assignment. So I can go into the page. I can quickly read a brief summary of the article before I select the full text, just to make sure that it's really something that will be relevant to what I need. And there you go, you have the full text of the article. So that's searching all of the databases that are provided from one provider. And finally, accessing via an individual database. You can access the individual databases in the same way that we did as for the provider. You simply find the database in our A to Z list and select it, and that will take you directly to the front to the database page. And once you're there, you can start your search. When would you use this approach? When you have a preferred database that you know will have content that's relevant to your search. And again, search results will be able to be refined easily using the inbuilt functionality of that individual database. So let's take a look at that. So in summary, there are many different ways to access and search databases, and the approach used will depend on the information you need to find. As you become more practiced with searching, you'll know which strategy works best for your needs. Or you may want to try many different strategies within the one search and see what works best for you. Thanks for listening.